All right, January 27th, 2025. Starting this a little bit earlier. Not 2025. Wow, 2026. I'm so used to saying 2025. Starting this a little bit earlier because I felt like last time I didn't really have time to yap. I kind of just opened into market open, so I didn't really get time to talk about what I wanted to do. But new week. Today is Tuesday, so we are gonna have some news. Unfortunately, we have President Trump speaking at 4. But fortunately, it is very far from where we're gonna be trading. Really all we got to worry about is this orange folder, which usually we just trade through orange folder, so I'm not too worried. It's just you got to make sure to at least read through this to make sure it's not something crazy, because a lot of the times red folder news can be like postponed and then it turns into orange folder, so you just got to make sure that you're reading this at least. It doesn't mean you don't have to trade. But so coming into the day, obviously we are very bullish coming off of yesterday where we just absolutely skyrocketed. Unfortunately, we couldn't catch any continuation longs. Setups were just really bad. We did catch a pretty decent one where ES rebalanced the level and Nasdaq did it, so we were able to catch a little long there. We went BE, unfortunately. We got BE'd out there, but ended up delivering anyways. Yeah, obviously very bullish day. And because of that, we created a very big unmitigated 4 hour. We also just finished a very big unmitigated 4 hour um, last night. So obviously we want to see price come down and rebalance. So yes, I am bullish because we are constantly disrespecting bearish PD arrays and respecting bullish ones. But at the same time, we are very premium right now, and longing would be a little bit stupid. Obviously, we would like to see a retrace at least into this 4 hour gap to take longs. And my first point of interest is this January intermediate high. So if we go on the daily, we can see we have a huge daily SIBI that was created during November. And then over here on ES, we actually don't have it because this whole thing is SMT'd. As you can see, ES has nothing to the left of it, except for a couple of these draws. But yeah, so I honestly want Nasdaq to come up, sweep out this internal high, and then use that liquidity to bring us down and rebalance. Or I would like us to trade into this 4 hour gap and then come up and grab this internal high. So honestly, I'm hoping we can either get a market open and a dump to like maybe down here, and then we take longs up, or I'm hoping we can get a market rip where we just come up here, take out this January internal high, and get some sort of um, quick reaction. I'm hoping to take a trade around 10. If the setup presents itself earlier than that, then that's what it is. We have our 30-minute condition. I was gonna build an hourly condition, but we don't really have much. I mean, this range is pretty choppy. We don't really have an hourly gap. Obviously, ES is getting held up by this 4 hour, so that could be considered our condition. But as for Nasdaq, we have this 30-minute, which I decided to mark out because it is the highest time frame gap that we are respecting currently, and we are bouncing off of it. So if we respect this 30-minute, I'm expecting higher prices to take out this internal high or at least trade to it. And then if we inverse this 30-minute, I'm looking at taking out this low and then trading into this 4 hour gap. It looks like right now we're respecting it. So on the 5 minute, yeah, we got a 5 minute inverse here. So that pretty much confirms that we're going to be moving up for a bit. We're going to have a bit of bullish pressure. We have these equal highs. Are they equal highs? Yeah, we have these equal highs here, and then we also have this unfilled 5 minute. Oh, an unfilled 15 minute. Okay, okay, unmitigated 15 minute. So we have a reason to go higher. On the lower time frames, I'm willing to see price trade up, create a 15-minute gap, and then we take continuation up towards these internal draws. This equal high, this unfilled 15-minute, and then this final draw here. So we're kind of market maker modeling. If you see on the what is this 15-minute? Yeah, on the 15-minute, you can see here we have our SMT at these lows, trading into a key PD array. As you can see, Nasdaq is trading into that 30-minute. I will just take it from this one. Boom. Either way, it doesn't matter. We have our SMT here. It's looking like we might come up and trade up and take out these draws before heading lower, or maybe vice versa. But yeah, let's see what happens here. If this 30-minute gap holds though, like I said, I'm okay taking longs. Um, which we won't really know if it holds until 9:30, which is fine. I'm hoping we get a 9:30 open maybe open, low, high, close. Yeah. So if we inverse this 30-minute, I would like to see price come down and rebalance this 4 hour before going higher. If we respect this 30-minute, I would like to see price and mitigate this 15-minute, take out these equal highs before going lower, and possibly even take out this January internal. It's not guaranteed we'll do that today though. Um, let's just mark this out as a regular gap just so we could keep a close eye on it. Very obvious engineered liquidity at this high. I really do like a buy model here, right? Like original consolidation, accumulation, then we get some sort of manipulation, and then we get our buy side of the curve. Same thing on NASDAQ is what I'm thinking. Oh my god. Yo, TJR is in a long. What the? Bro, a long is crazy. It's not crazy, but I'm saying a long now is crazy. What the? We might inverse this 30-minute and then it might look bearish for a bit. But hey, I'm with him on the longs for sure. Longs look delicious, especially because ES is coming down and rebalancing all of this. Longs low key are looking good. Yeah, pre-market long is insane though, because you just don't know what what's gonna happen when market opens. Like, even if let's say you're bullish, right? You're bullish towards all these, which is not a bad thing, right? This makes sense, especially this unmitigated 15-minute. You're bullish towards all these. Wouldn't you like to see market open and put in a low if you're gonna be reaching for all this, right? And his TP looks something like this, right? I think he might be aiming towards those equal highs, but this is what his position is looking like, right? Which makes sense. This is obviously what the model would look like, but wouldn't you like to see market open and at least get some sort of manipulation of lows before heading higher? I like the long though. I just want to wait for some manipulation lower. I'm hoping that honestly we can open, maybe manipulate some lows that are in this 30-minute. Maybe something like this. I don't know. This will be an intermediate low though. Only a 30-minute, but we'll mark it out just in case. We got 4 minutes until open. Okay, market open. We inverse this 30-minute. That's good. That means we're looking to rebalance this 4 hour. We sweep this London low, trade into the 4 hour, hopefully. There we go. Okay, now I'm watching for reactions off this. Very good Judas swing here. Let's look below us just in case. Maybe we have any unmitigated 30 minutes. There definitely is unmitigated draws. Oh no, these are all mitigated. 15-minute mitigated, 15-minute mitigated. Okay. We're getting a pretty good reaction on the 30-second. Just in case, let's get ready. If we get a nice 30-second inverse. Alright, 30-second didn't inverse. We'll just be wary here. Being held here, let's make sure we have no gaps stopping us. We don't. No one, yeah, they just took all the draws. That's pretty ass. Okay, that's annoying. Let's see if we get a pullback. We're getting a pullback on the 30-second. All these draws got taken out though. Now I'd be looking to just target these equal highs, which is fine, but obviously the idea was to target these internal draws too. We're getting a remanipulation. Make sure I keep this 30-second up, bro. That 30-second is sneaky, but that was tough, bro. I was looking at that thing like, bro, I might miss this. All right, we're back in this 4 hour now, or this hourly at least. I would want to see a resweep. I mean, we haven't even really formed a. Oh, we have to refresh this. The wick is just not there. Yeah, I would like to see a resweep of this low, but I mean, if we respect this rejection wick, then I do like this. I like that we're getting. I want us to carve deep into this 4 hour for us to get a reaction. The goal is to eventually get down to here. But I mean, if we're truly bullish, usually out of an AMD, it's very common to get a breakaway gap that doesn't get traded into. But yeah, this 4 hour, I definitely would like to see us carve into it deep before going higher. Very bearish on the 15-minute though, and if this hourly closes bearish and breaks structure to the downside, maybe we can see some sort of continuation shorts inside of this gap. It would suck though to take continuation shorts in a 4 hour. So ideally we get the long here if we can build decent structure. Yeah, all these 15 minutes have been mitigated, so I'm not worried about my stop loss being anywhere tragic. There is an unmitigated 30-minute and hourly though. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we come down here. I would not be surprised. Yeah, we just gotta watch out. We need to make sure if we take a long here, it's not off of a dumb inverse. We actually have good structure and we rebalanced as much as we can. Right? The alternative is the hourly closes bearish through this gap, right? If this gap holds, I would like to see prices higher. If this gap folds, then we're gonna be in a sticky situation. It's looking like a nice 10 o'clock trade, to be honest. Maybe 10 o'clock continuation shorts. To be honest, like I said, bro, you gotta wait for confirmation because although all clues were pointing towards price wanting to take out this equal high, wanting to come up and rebalance this 15-minute, wanting to take out this January high, engineered liquidity, although all clues and evidence point to price wanting to do that, you have to make sure that price actually wants to do it. You have to make sure you have confirmation that price is going to go up there, right? That's the problem. Um, so very clearly, price doesn't want to take out those higher draws, which is fine. So what do? We either wait patiently for it to want to do that, or we take continuation of what's already going on, right? So if this hourly closes bearish, specifically through this hourly gap, then we can be sure that price as of now doesn't want these draws, and then we can go ahead and take continuation shorts lower, possibly to these unmitigated hourlies. Um, but as of right now, it's looking like price just wanted to mitigate all those areas. The unfortunate part is if we want to take longs here, we're going to need to see this 4-minute get inversed. And then we can see longs maybe to this unmitigated 5-minute. Below us, no more unmitigated hourlies below us, no more unmitigated 4 hours below us. We're clear to take longs here if we can get a nice inverse of this 4-minute gap. And then we just go BE at this unmitigated 5-minute or possibly TP out at that time. It's looking like ES wants higher draws too. Let me make sure I got this set up correctly just in case. I like this wick. Problem is we gotta wait a whole 2 minutes to see what happens here. Hoping that we don't just automatically trade into this 5-minute. And if we do trade into this 5-minute, we BE, right? If we get a reaction, we BE out of it, and then we just take continuation shorts lower. But the way that it's looking, at least on ES2, it's looking like they want this draw. If price can hold this level right here, we can get a nice confirmation and a nice end to this position. And honestly, at this point, I'm thinking of just putting the let me check here. All right, so price trades into that unmitigated 5-minute. Yeah, because that unmitigated 5-minute's part of the leg now, we're gonna need to see this get inverse too, which is now mitigated. Sad part is we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. If we want to come down and touch this wick, then we're pretty much invalidated because if we do that by the time this hourly closes, then we're bearish. So we should be out of the trade by then anyways. Yeah, so that's a pretty good stop loss. Bodies of the 5-minute. I like that. And then I guess we're looking at TP out at this unmitigated 15-minute. Or we could just look to take like a 1-to-1 TP out around here. All right, beautiful trade. Honestly, just amazing setup to be honest. This is the price action I've been waiting for. This is the price action I've been waiting for. We've been executing beautifully, and we just get a nice day today. Unfortunately, we went in a little bit light, by accident. I'm not gonna lie. I did mean to go a bit heavier, a bit riskier there. And now we're looking. I wonder if TJR ended up re-entering. He should have. Dang, he ended. Now that I'm a lot more confident in getting setups with this model, and I've found like my own way of like thinking about it, and I've kind of merged like market maker model logic, because to me this just looks like a market maker model. You know what I mean? It's just my way of looking at things. I feel like market maker models were just like a big breakthrough in my trading career. So looking at PB's model as like a market maker model, fractal, is just it's like it's good. But yeah, that's gonna be it.